Hello, and I'm just getting the lighting right, and I'm glaring. Look at that. Anyway, I have different modes that I can set it on, and sometimes it works better than others. Bright. Oh well, maybe that will do. Hello. I'm here this afternoon to talk to you about your body, about the three main reasons why it won't shift. No matter how hard you've been trying, no matter how many exercises you're doing a day and how much you're restricting your food, sometimes your body just will not shift. And I'm here to tell you that there are three main reasons why your body is not responding. Hello, if you're popping on, thank you very much for popping on. We're here on a very gusty day here today in France, so hopefully you've got a little bit better weather, but most people are saying the same, that it's pretty stormy all over the place. So the three main reasons that you can't get the weight that you want to stick, or that you can't stick to your diet, or things are just not working out for you very well. One of the main reasons, I'm going to go straight into it here. One of the main reasons is that you are hungry all the time. There's nothing worse than going on a diet and thinking, God, I'm starving. To be perfectly honest, that's most of the reasons why people don't even start a diet, because they're so terrified of being starving all the time. One of my main hates about being on a diet when I used to diet was like, going to be cold, oh, I don't want to be cold, so I'd only diet in the summertime. But if you can actually eat food that is perfect for you, and you can eat it warm and you can eat it how you want it, everybody is different. Some people love ice in their smoothie. I hate it. I hate cold. You have to know what's working very, very well for you. But if you are hungry all the time, one of the things that is happening in your body is more than likely, the subject that I spoke about yesterday, is that you're on insulin overcharge. In other words, your cells are not responding to the insulin that your pancreas is pumping out, pump it out, because they have locked down. They're just like, whoa, I can't take this much insulin. So you're insulin resistant. In other words, the cell is always sending the message going, I'm starving, I'm starving. This, my darling, is where your sugar cravings come from. This is why you overeat. This is why you continue to snack all day, because you're like, I don't understand, I'm starving. Once you get your insulin under control, that starvation goes away. So there are many things that we can do to get your insulin under control, and one of them is changing your fuel. One of them is getting rid of what triggers your insulin in the first place. So hungry all the time, this is insulin. I promise you, this is insulin overcharge. We can sort that out within a couple of days. The ladies that I normally start to do when they start their Peace with Food, their journey to 10 dress sizes, we always start with looking at your insulin levels, because there's no point doing anything if you're starving all the time. It just makes you miserable. It makes you snappy and moody and tired, and to be perfectly honest, your belly just expands with the stress of it all as well. You're craving all the time, and it's just not pretty. It's not pretty to be kind of like wanting to go and hide in the cupboard and munch away on those peanuts or those crisps. I know, because I've been there. I have definitely been insulin resistant and insulin in a time, and this will take you eventually onto being pre-diabetic and eventually totally diabetic if you don't sort that out. So basically your cravings are dictating what you eat, and you are being dictated to by the cells in your body, because the hormone insulin is out of whack. Also your eating habits, like you're snacking all day long, you're eating more food than you need. I remember somebody saying to me, well, you're just eating too much. I'm like, well, how can I eat less? I'm starving all the time. And then once I got it sorted out, it took about 2 weeks for me to sort that out, and it's like, do you know what, I'm not hungry. And then you're able to listen to your own hunger levels and know that when you're hungry, your body will be releasing leptin, and then you'll be able to use the fat that you've stored already on your body. How beautiful is that? So that is one reason why you cannot stick to your diet no matter how hard you try. Even if you're eating the healthiest food, you're you'll really believe in what you're doing, but it just won't work. Just won't work at all if you're hungry all the time. The second reason, number two, there are situations that trigger you. In other words, emotional situations, stressful situations. And these get you into, doesn't matter what you try, you will always go into looking for food to solve the problem because you don't like the way you feel in your body. You know yourself when you've had that confrontation, you've had that argument, you've seen that person and they rile you up, you're not coping very well, you feel very uncomfortable in your body. Even if you don't deal with it there and then, later on in the evening when it's all quiet in the house, that eating will come up because you haven't dealt with the emotional situation. The work that I do helps you overcome the stress and the strain and the confrontations, helps you to be powerful within yourself so that you can express that, and also by putting a lot of magnesium and everything else in your body so that you just calm down, you can just cope with everything so much better. The main confrontations: work, money, relationships, always, the mother, the ex, and your children. I know. It's just, that's what it's all about. That's how it all comes from. Thank you, parents. And it's some of you, it could be the father, it could be the neighbour, but these are all people who are pushing your buttons to the absolute 8th degree, and your body's just going, help me out here. So basically you end up going to the cupboard and filling yourself with food. The 3 reasons for that would also be your biggest fears. Your biggest fears have been triggered by these confrontations, by the money problems, by the relationships, otherwise your mother, your father, your ex-partner or your current partner, and the children in your house. Your biggest fears are being triggered. In other words, rejection, that's a biggie. Failure, oh, that's a biggie. And loneliness. There are 3 big fears that are at the root of all of those triggers to make you go and emotionally eat. Once we have ironed those out, spoken to your superconscious, spoken to your subconscious, got everything understanding, hello everybody for popping on, thank you very much, you will feel 100% better. Once we're able to iron out those 3 big root cause fears: rejection, failure, and loneliness. I had a conversation with my sons this week because we were talking about this, and one of my sons says, no, I disagree. How can you possibly be lonely if you're if you're with people who love you and like you and all the rest of it? And I said, well, okay, look at it in a different way. If you can't connect with those people, or they don't connect with you, they don't get you. I said, take my example. You live in a foreign country. You can't connect, you can't communicate with an awful lot of people, and you're not really getting the heartfelt connection. He went, oh right, I get it, yeah, that could make you feel lonely. So having those kind of discussions kind of brought it home to me, and that's why I wanted to talk to you about this today. It is absolutely essential that you know what your biggest fear is, what you're running away from, so that we can iron that out. The third reason that you cannot stick to any diet and that nothing is working for you and you just give up on yourself all the time is because nothing changes. You've tried really hard, nothing changes. You keep giving up on yourself. You've restricted your food like I did down to the 8th degree. You've practically put it down to nothing and like, oh my God, I'm starving myself and still nothing's happening. Or you're running around like mad, you've taken up sport, you're doing all sorts, and still nothing's changing. Your body has a way of keeping you safe. It has a set point, and it will not go past that set point where you are feeling safe. Now, that to do with your weight means that you will have a weight set point. That means that you will have a physical, mental set point where you feel comfortable, where you're always in those kind of thoughts. Let me see if I can explain that. Weight's easy, like you stay at that plateau, you just plateau. It doesn't matter if you win, you lose, you always come back or come back to that particular set point because that's where you feel safe. And in some ways, you've given yourself an instruction to your body, subconsciously, superconsciously, you've given an instruction to your body That's where I feel safe. This is a funny one. I had a lady this week and last week who were talking about the set point of their money, the ceiling that you get, that they couldn't get past that particular ceiling because they had a set point. And that was a figure that related to their weight. When we went in and when we found out what that was, they said, oh my God, isn't that funny? That's the same weight that I'm just stuck at and I can't get past it. And I went, there's no surprise there, is it? Because you have given instructions to your body on a energetic level that that's where you feel safe. So, isn't that interesting? So really, what's happening when you feel safe? You'll have a fight or flight response. Everybody knows about that, which is triggered by your fears, rejection, failure, loneliness, confrontations, relationships, all those kind of things. Now your body goes into fear mode, fight and flight. And it will not let you go out into danger unless you have taught your body that it is safe. Unless you are feeling phenomenally strong and safe within your own body, in yourself, wherever you go, whatever situation you're in, that you can handle yourself, that it's working out well for you, that it's okay, I've got this, don't worry. This is, this is working on a soul level when you're that at home in your own body. So the fight or flight response is not triggered the next time you see your ex, or the next time your child pushes your buttons in such a way that it has you reacting. Or the next time you're in the room with your mother or your father or your ex or your boss or whoever it is that just, my God, they irritate me. And then you realise, I can be in the same room as them and nothing changes. I've changed. I'm the one that's changed. So who you become in the person of getting what you want, who you become on the journey of achieving the result that you're after. It's not necessarily the result, i.e. I want to earn this much money or I want to be that much weight. It is the person that you become because you see what your biggest fears are, you overcome those, you stop your fight and flight, you stop giving up on yourself, and you get to reach your goal first time ever, and you get to stay there because you've worked through the stuff, you've done the in work that has allowed you to do that. This is your highest potential. This is your best self. This is you. This is the journey that you go on. Yeah, we can change your nutrition and we can calm you down and we can help you get through an awful lot of this stuff. No problem whatsoever. You have to do what it takes to get into who you want to be, who you see yourself as in the next phase of your life. That's so exciting, isn't it? To become the person that you've always wanted to be, but it's only you stopping yourself being the person that you want to be. There's only you. And you are phenomenal. And as soon as I can help you understand that you are phenomenal, the better. I was doing a session, a very deep session, with somebody that I've been working with for a year this morning. We met our souls. We went and met God. We understood that we were the same energy as God. Therefore, how on earth could I think so little of myself? How on earth could I feel so lousy, so unworthy of rejection, of failure, of loneliness? This is the work. And it is so beautiful when you understand who you are and who you were here to be. Your highest potential. You can do this work with a very good coach who's going to take you there when you work on your money. You can do this work with a coach who takes you there when you work on your body or on your children or on your relationships. But the coach has to be taking you all the time to your highest potential. Elaine has done this. She has lost 10 dress sizes. Is it the dress sizes at the end of the day that really matter? Hell no. She is 100% a different, cooler person. Valerie lost 5 dress sizes. Was it in the end the dress sizes that matter? No, it was delicious. It was a bonus. But she coached so much better. She stood on stage so much better because she reached and is still reaching for, because it's never ending, her highest potential, the best version of herself, the best version of you. Who can you be in your best version of you? Ladies, I so hope that this is helpful. I so hope that this is just absolutely amazing. The work that I do is preparing your body to be spiritually assisted, preparing your mind so that you can go there and you can have trust and faith in yourself, and you can go through where you normally stop. You can go through the points when you kind of go, oh, nothing's happening, I'm just going to give up. It's not worth it. Wherever you normally give up, you get so close and then you give up on yourself. Have the plan, work the plan, keep committing to yourself in that plan. There's nothing else to it. Have faith in yourself that you can do it. Have the plan that works for you and your hormones and everything else. Know yourself inside out. No one else gets to tell you who you are. Work the plan. Keep going. Keep turning up. Keep doing it. Keep recommitting to yourself and who you want to become as the best version of yourself. That is a beautiful journey, and that is one that I would sign up to every single day. And I do. Have a wonderful weekend, ladies. I am still going through my detox process, just so that I can be a better coach to you, so that I can take you deeper and further. And as you become a clear channel for what is really going on with you, so you have to go through some of the difficult bits too. And so those will be coming up for me at the weekend. And next Thursday, I have booked myself on a retreat, my own retreat, in my own studio, where I hold retreats for ladies who come and detox and do this kind of soulful work. So I'm locking myself in, locking in a lockdown. No, I'm having a holiday. I'm going and spending time with me, away from my family, away from my boys, away from cooking and cleaning and walking the dogs and feeding the goat. I am spending beautiful time with me, probably going to go hiking, but I will be sleeping an awful lot, and I will be writing my book, and I will be doing nothing. Doesn't that sound delicious? I will be doing nothing, a lot of meditating and a lot of tuning in and listening to what my body wants. I hope this was helpful. I absolutely love being here, talking to you and helping you become your highest potential. To me, ladies, when somebody is struggling with their weight, with their body, it is just that you're bashing up against a brick wall that you don't know how to go over, go under, or go around. You've got to go through the brick wall and find out who you really are. So much love. Have a brilliant weekend, and I shall see you next week, bringing you better into your highest potential. Bye.